Hi folks, and welcome to another episode of Skyrim. Today I wanted to show you guys something. This is Corinthia, and she's going to show us how to increase our alchemy and enchanting and smithing. I've got the ingredients that she needs for a few different things. I've got Fortify Restoration, which is a Beesian Longfin and a few other items. I've also got the ingredients for Fortify Smithing and Fortify Enchanting. So I've also got some apparel, rings, and bracers, armor, that kind of stuff that we can enchant, and a dark bow and a dark dagger that I'm going to end up enchanting too. So I chose those not because they're really strong, but because I thought they just looked good. I mean, if we take a look at the dark bow when it's sitting on her back, it just has a cool look to it. And the dark arrows, sure, those dark arrows, yeah, the Daedric arrows look pretty cool too. I don't like the Elven because there's a huge gold quiver on the back and it just looks goofy. So I'd rather go with something like that. So that's why I chose those. Since we're going to be enhancing them, we can pretty much, you could find the weakest weapon out there, and using these enchanting boosts, pretty much turn it into as powerful a weapon as you want. But to start off with, we want to get our alchemy up. So right now, our alchemy is at 100%. We want to create a set of alchemy gear to boost it even more. So we've got a whole bunch of grand soul gems, and Fortify Alchemy is what we want to start with. 25%, and there's 4 different items that we can use. We can use necklaces, rings, circlets, and gauntlets. So we're going to take some of these hide bracers, and we're going to enchant them for 25%. And then we're going to do the same with, now we'll just try a silver necklace. And a silver ring. And the only thing left is a circlet. So we'll try one of these gold and emerald circlets. Alright, so what we've done is we've created a 4-piece set of alchemy gear. When we've got it on, we need to mark it so we can find it in this list. So that's the ring. That's the necklace, bracers, and circlet. And the reason we need to find it is because we're going to be taking it off and putting it on in a hurry. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. Alright, so just generally starting off, if we look at, say, the Fortify Enchanting spell, we can get about 15% stronger. Well, that's pretty lame. But if we put on these 4 pieces of alchemy gear, now all of a sudden our enchanting is up to 30%. Better, but not great. Now, Fortify Restoration is a spell that kind of boosts all other magic, when it comes to magical items especially. So we can create a Fortify Restoration spell wearing our alchemy gear. So we can boost restoration 120%. So let's go ahead and craft one of those 120% potions. It gave us 2. I'm not sure why it's giving us 2. I noticed that before, but I'm not going to complain. So now we have a Fortify Restoration potion that boosts restoration spells 120%. Since gear, the magical boosts on gear is considered a restoration spell, what we can do, we can take that potion and quickly take off and put back on each piece of our alchemy gear. And now they're each boosting 55%. So now if we go into alchemy and create an enchanting potion, it'd be 48% stronger. That's good, but not good enough. So let's go to Fortify Restoration again. With this extra boost, now restoration spells are 422% stronger. So we're going to create one of those, and it's going to give us 2 for some reason. So the original one, remember, was 264%. Well, this one's 422%. So now we're going to take this potion, go back to our apparel, remove and replace each piece of our enchanting gear. Now each one of them is up to 130%. Go into our alchemy lab. Now, Fortify Enchanting is up to 93%. We're getting there, folks. I'd like to get the enchanting up to maybe 200%, if possible. Between 200 and 500% would be nice. Fortify Restoration is now up to 1,900%. Right? Let's go ahead and make another one of these. Same procedure. Take the potion. Remove and replace each item of our alchemy gear. Fortify Enchanting. Now up to 322%. That's a pretty good spot, I think. Right? So we'll go ahead and make 10 of those. And look at Fortify Smithing, by the way. 1,200%. That's a lot. Now we can make a potion that does that, but we can also... Ooh, what was that double one? Oh, that does enchanting and smithing. That's pretty cool. Anyways, we could use a potion for that, or we could just create some smithing gear by enchanting some stuff with Fortify Enchanting. So I think what we're going to do is, let's watch up here. Hey, dude. Let's see. So this, you notice this has dropped back down again, our created, our alchemy gear has dropped back down to 25% because the 30 seconds is up. But if we want to enchant something for Fortify Smithing, so we could do this kind of, let's do something we have multiples of, because I want to show you. So this is 25%. It's kind of the base. But where's that potion at? Fortify Enchanting. Now, with that 322% potion, there's that silver ring. Fortify Smithing jumps up to 121%. And remember, you can use Fortify Restoration to boost that even more. So we're not going to make that right now. What we're going to do is make some more alchemy gear, so we don't have to keep using multiple fortify restoration spells. I'm going to take one of these. Fortify alchemy. If I have time, we can do this again. Still 121%. Nope, back down to 25%, so we need to take another potion. You could be quicker, but sometimes it's easier just to take your time and make sure you don't screw it up. Alright. So now we have... Alright, we're going to get rid of that original alchemy set. Dump it in here with this miscellaneous patch of... where'd you go? Okay, there you are. Okay. We're going to put on our new alchemy gear. And you kind of keep doing this and playing around with the Fortify Restoration and the Alchemy gear. Now this is without any other bonuses, so 88% stronger on Enchanting. Smithing is up to 350%. And this is just by wearing this Alchemy gear. Fortify Restoration is at 350%. So we're going to take one of these. Now let's see what we can do with Enchanting. %. Smithing. 1,300%. That's ridiculous. Restoration. 6,000%. Let's make one. Let's just see how ridiculous this gets, okay? So this is a 6,000% Fortify Restoration. Now, Fortify Enchanting. I'd say this has probably got to be a healthy boost, right? It's 4,500% stronger. Now, this is why this gets ridiculous, though. Whoops. Clear selections. Okay, Fortify Smithing. You don't want to make something that's going to break the game. It's bad enough that, you know, you're able to do these boosts to make it very non-competitive. But watch this. We sit down at this grindstone. Now generally, okay, this is with just 100%, so we can make a flawless dark bow. We can boost it up to 52 from 35. Or we can take a Fortify Smithing Potion that boosts it 18,000%, and now all of a sudden, our dark bow does 226. That's a little ridiculous. It's not too bad, honestly. I mean, but the thing is, if you have any other gear, like a Fortify Archery circlet or something like that, it's going to be, you're going to be one-shotting the toughest dragons in the game, and that's just not going to be any fun. So, yeah, that's a little bit too much of a boost. A dagger that does 983. Yeah. So yeah, don't be too ridiculous on that kind of stuff. I think that's a good set of alchemy gear. 121% for each one. Almost 500% boost altogether. So I'll make sure that is back to 0. It gets kind of confusing because the potions, it's confusing as to whether or not the potion is still affecting the numbers, or whether that's just 121% from the gear itself. There we go. So we're back to 88% for enchanting. And restoration. So we're going to find this 350%. All right. So let's do this. The 350%. Then if you find this too powerful, you can just take off a piece of the alchemy gear too, until you actually hit that sweet spot. 342% stronger. That's pretty good for enchanting. So I'll make 10 of those. And those extra potions. Okay, the 350s. I got some 322s and some 342s. They're about the same, so I mean we're going to hang on to those. This 4,000%, that's just ridiculous. So I'm going to stash that in there. Restoration 540. I don't really need those anymore either. So now, let's start enchanting some smithing gear. What do we want to enchant? Well, for Fortify Smithing, let's just check this out. That's 112% for one piece. Which means if we made 4 pieces, it'd be up to 400%. That's probably about all we need. With a potion, might be able to make just 1 piece that strong. So we'll try the 342% one. Alrighty, Fortify Smithing. %. Oh wait, did we just take a Fortify Smithing potion? Or Fortify Enchanting? I'm so lost. We didn't even have any Fortify Smithing potions. Alright. So this is a ring. It's going to be our ring of smithing. Okay, 131%. We'll craft that. And I think our time's probably up. So the necklace, yeah, 25%'s not enough. Because it's going to be the necklace, silver necklace, fortify smithing. Necklace is smithing. Oh, 25%. All right. It's hard to be quick enough to get actually 2 items done. So that's why you need all those extra fortify enchanting potions. If you're going to name your items, it's going to take a little bit longer. Bracers of smithing. And then we're going to do armor of smithing. You can use any kind of armor you want. Just use cheap hide armor. 131%. All right. Now, let's go over to our smithing area. So we're going to take off this stuff. We're going to replace it with armor, bracers, necklace, and ring of smithing. And just with that stuff on, 130% bonus for each one. It's about 520% total. So let's see what we can do. So our bow becomes 114. That's reasonable. You don't really need it too much stronger than that. The dagger does 45. But 114 really isn't enough to kill the things that we want to kill. I'd kind of like a fortify archery item. So if we go to fortify archery, nope. So 40% boost to our archery skill. But if we take that enchanting potion, fortify archery all of a sudden jumps up to 197%. Now, we're going to put 2 enchantments on this stuff, though. So we could do fortify archery and I don't know, fortify one-handed on the same item. And since this is going to be something I'm wearing all the time, I picked these Dark Seducer gauntlets that I think look pretty cool. You'll see the final outfit here in a few minutes, but Alright. Got to kind of plan this out ahead, right? Because we're going to put 2 enchantments on this. We're going to hit Fortify Archery and Fortify One-Handed. And that's going to handle all of our attacking for us. All of our attack bonuses will be wrapped up in the gauntlets. And if you need to, do a quick save beforehand. That way if you screw it up, you can do it again. Alright, Fortify Enchanting Potion. Ready? Alright, let's knock this out. Grand Soul Gem. Dark Seducer Gauntlets. Fortify Archery. Fortify One-Handed. And we're going to rename this Gauntlets of Ooh, how about Death? Gauntlets of Death. So now let's take a look at these things. These Gauntlets of Death. Right, bows do 213%. Now, check this out. So this is our dark bow, right? It does 114. Until we put this stuff on. These Gauntlets of Death. Now my dark bow does 358. Isn't that ridiculous? So yeah, you don't need, 200% more damage. You're not going to need a bow that does more than that. So 114, around 100 for damage, plus that the bonus with the Gauntlets of Death. Pretty much do what we want. So now you kind of get the idea. The key is when you're using your alchemy gear, use that Fortify Restoration Potion. Take off your gear, put it back on, and immediately go back into the alchemy lab. And that's going to give you a boost to all of your potions. You can make potions for Fortify Smithing. You can make... Honestly, you could make really expensive potions that you could sell one potion and buy everything a shopkeeper has. So, because look at the value on these things. This is... Each of these potions, it wasn't that strong, and they're all both over 1,000. That's why in my inventory I had potions that were... look at that, I made a Fortify Health Potion. It's got a bunch of different stuff in it, but it's worth over 11,000, and I did that using the alchemy gear and Fortify Restoration Potions. So, alright, well, that is our video for today. I am going to finish making my outfit, and then we're going to adventure some more. So, we'll catch you later.